Get up, get focused, and get into your passion, because we moyo everywhere we go. Back on Sunday, I talked to you about how we live our lives in differing shades of dark and light. And in the same way, we live our lives in differing shades of fear and faith. And the problem that we face is that we face so many stressors throughout our day, things that we cannot control. And they affect us. They affect our mind, they affect our thoughts, and they affect the way we respond. And oftentimes when faced with a stressor, our response is one of fear or anxiety or even anger. But that is not what the stressor is. The stressor is something completely different. The fear, the anxiety, or the anger is our response to it. So here's the beauty. We cannot control the stressor. Things are going to happen in life that put stress on us, but we can control the response. Viktor Frankl had a quote that paraphrased kind of goes like this: between the stressor and the response, there is a quiet time when we can decide how we will respond. It is in that time where we grow. And basically what that means is there's going to be a stress, and we're going to respond in one way or the other. But the question is, how will you respond? And there is a quiet time, a period of time where you can recognize that stressor for what it is, and then create a response that is appropriate, that is productive for you, and not destructive. It is in that moment of time where we make the decision, will we be constructive or will we be destructive? And that's a critical time. So we have to learn to see these things that happen in our life as stressors, as incidents or events that we can't control, but understand that we can control our response. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, God did not give us a spirit of fear or cowardice or timidity. That's not from God. That's something that comes from the world. The world teaches us to fear, and to be anxious, or to get angry. But then the verse goes on to say, but God gave you a spirit of power and of love and of self-control. It is in that moment, that quiet instant between stress and response, that God gives us the power to decide on our response. And we have to decide, are we going to respond with fear and follow what the world puts in us? Or are we going to respond with power, with love, with self-control, the way the Holy Spirit leads us? That's your choice today and every day. What's going to be your response? So here's what I'm challenging you. When things happen that put a stress on your life, look for that time in between the stressor and your response. And in that moment, tap into the power that God has given you to respond with love, with power, and with self-control. And that will demolish the fear in our lives. That's your opportunity. You have the power. What will it be? Fear or faith? Moyo, everywhere we go.